Welcome to the Faith-Based Weight Loss Podcast. My name is Diana Sahakian, and I'm a physical therapist, a counselor, and I'm now a faith-based weight loss coach, helping women lose weight and experience total transformation in mind, body, and spirit. Our topic today is the weight loss system that never works. And are you trying this now? If you've ever tried losing weight and failed, go ahead and drop tried in the comments. And if you are looking to lose weight and experience total transformation of mind, body, and spirit, then you're in the right place. If you're listening to this recording later and you want to be live in the group, then come join us at www.facebook.com/groups/faith-based weight loss for women. That's the number 4 women. So we would love to have you in the most vibrant community, and where you will find information, support, education, and resources to help you move from where you are to where you want to be. Super grateful to be here with you, ladies. And I just want to dive in, but I want to celebrate some wins. I want to celebrate our client, Jen, who is part of this community, but also works with me in the 5 Principle Method program. And Jen just celebrated losing 10 pounds of body fat. She's lost 11 pounds since starting, and 10 of those have been body fat. And so that has just been something that Jen has not been able to do, and just learning the principles in the program, she has been able to make that victory, and that is really awesome. So you're ready to dive in to learn about the weight loss system that never works. And are you possibly trying this now? And if so, you don't want to keep doing that. So this is for you if you've tried to lose weight, and if you're struggling. I have been talking to so many of you in our community, and you have shared how you're stuck. And we are on the subject of being stuck. You don't have to be stuck. I was stuck for many years, and you don't have to be stuck. And so you want to find out how you can stop making the mistake that's keeping you stuck. Okay, so go ahead. If you're watching live in the group, comment system below if you want to find out about the system that never works. So write system in the comments if you want to learn about the system that never works, and then we're going to talk about what does work. Okay, so go ahead and put system. So I'm sure that you want to learn about the system that never works, and the mistake you don't want to keep doing again and again and again. So anybody here ready to learn about the system that never works? Let's see it. Oh, good deal. I'm gonna, by faith, see those systems coming into the comments, and we're gonna go from there. So yes, Carol is ready. Thank you, Carol. Anybody else? Debbie, yes, I like it. Somebody gives me an, oh yes, I like it, guys. Thank you, Gina, is giving me systems. So I think you guys are ready. And so we're going to start today by talking about the weight loss system that doesn't work. The weight loss system that does not work is the system that tells you to exercise more and eat less. Exercise more and eat less. That system does not work. It particularly doesn't work for women as we enter premenopause, menopause, postmenopause. So that is a very common thing you hear. And I want to tell you about my client who signed up to work in my program. And this is the system that she has been taught all her life. And she exercises like you've never seen, works so hard, shows up at the gym, kills herself, really feeling and believing and having been taught that the harder she works, the better it is. And she is eating so little. And she came to me really at a point of frustration because she was not getting any results or any changes. And as I started working with this client, I don't like to always say names just for confidentiality and keeping privacy. Sometimes I make up names, but these are real people, guys, that I'm telling you about. And so this client has really struggled in changing the system that she is so used to abiding by. And that has been a big struggle because she's afraid that if she exercises differently and if she eats differently, that she is going to gain weight, which is interesting because this client has not been successful at losing weight. In fact, she is gaining belly fat with her system of exercise more and eat less. Can you relate to that? Have you been trying to exercise more and eat less, exercise more and eat less? If you can relate, then say relate in the comments if you can relate to that. And what's interesting about this system, and my next point is, why is this system so prevalent? Why is it still so prevalent? And I'm going to tell you why it's so prevalent. It's because there is some truth to it. You do have to create some caloric deficit to lose weight. So Chris and Gina, thank you. They can relate to this system that does not work. And it does not work for middle-aged women with the changes that our bodies face. And so you do need to reduce your calories to lose weight, but you do not need to reduce them to the degree that women are doing, literally undernourishing and over-restricting, dieting in a way that is really unhealthy. And so the system is still prevalent. Also, I was just on a call this week with a client who's struggling, and she had just seen her doctor, and he had just said to her, oh, you just need to eat less and track what you eat. And she really felt that was good advice, and even related it to something I had said. And I just want to be clear, doctors who tell you this, especially if you're a middle-aged woman who is very mindful of your weight and knows and is working towards a problem, likely it's not that you need to eat less, it's that you need to change the way that you eat and the what of what you eat. And so, yes, thank you, Debbie, she can relate. So this system that we have heard taught for many years and decades, eat less, exercise more, probably worked when you were younger and before our bodies begin to change as women and life begins to unfold and stress begins to escalate. And then when life happens and those things start to happen, that over restriction is not going to be leading you to success. In fact, it is going to do the opposites. So my next point, I want to talk about the reasons why this weight loss system never works. There are really a good scientific evidence-based reasons why this system of eat less, exercise more does not work. I should also add usually the people that are making this mistake, their exercise consists primarily of cardiovascular exercise, where you just go at it more and more and more with cardio. And that is not going to be successful. So first of all, the reason why this weight loss system never works is when our body is is over restricting the food and our body starts to sense this unhealthy pattern, it starts to deposit fat to protect us. This is how God made us, to help us survive longer. And so when you're over restricting your calories a lot and you're exercising a lot, your body is going to go into protection mode. Your metabolism is going to slow down. And instead of burning fat, your body's going to go into storing fat to help you survive longer. This is very scientific and true. And so if you can make that, understand that and like tell yourself that, you're going to understand why over restricting your foods is not going to help you be successful. So again, if you're stuck and if you have been over restricting, realize that instead of your body losing, your body's going to go into a fat storing, not fat burning metabolism, which is going to not help you with your weight loss. You're also going to lose your hunger ability. Okay, which is not a good thing. We want to be able to feel and identify hunger. And over restricting is when you significantly reduce your calories, your carbs, your proteins, and your fats. Have you over restricted? Has that been something you do? if that is something you have done, can you put restrict in the comments? That will help me know that you can relate to what I'm talking about. And so if you have been trying this weight loss strategy of over restricting and over exercising, then put restrict in the comments to let me know that you can relate to this. And you maybe don't feel hungry because you think that's a good thing, but that's actually showing us that your body is beginning to store fat rather than burn fat in your wellness. Lawanda, good to have you. And Gina, thank you. I see your comments. And so first reason why the system never works is over restricting leads our metabolism to store fat, not burn fat. Number two, when you are over exercising, you are creating risk of injury. You're also putting your body in a stress, elevated stress, which is the third reason why the system doesn't work. So let me touch on that in a second, but let me go back to the extreme exercise. If you are exercising a lot, over exercising, and especially mostly cardio, you are going to create injury in your body. And if you're only doing cardio, you're going to limit the results that you need with weight loss as a middle-aged woman, because the better results you're going to get are from strength training, not cardio only. And so too much exercise and too much of the same exercise are not going to help you. Debbie, thank you. And Carol, I see you can relate. So that's really good. And I know some of you are making changes and seeing results because I'm working with you. And so that's awesome to see. And the third reason why the system does not work is because over exercising and under eating, over restricting, let's say, is going to elevate the chronic stress in your body, which is the reason that we talk about cortisol levels affecting your being stuck. And so not only is our stress level high because of life, our stress level is high because when we over restrict and over exercise, we go into a stress response, which elevates cortisol and then triggers our blood sugar changes and our insulin resistance patterns that develop, which I talk about in some of my other podcasts. But today I wanted to focus on the 3 reasons why this weight loss system of eat less, exercise more is not going to lead you to the goals that you want. And so again, first, your body is going to start depositing fat, not burning fat if you over restrict. Secondly, excessive exercise is going to lead your body to injury. And if you do only cardio, you're not going to get the benefits that you need with strength training to address the challenges of the aging and changing body. And number 3, when your stress is elevated, your body is going to resist and it's going to trigger the cortisol response that you have heard me talk about on other podcasts in the past. So this is a really important. And so I want you to, if any of those 3 areas make sense, then give me some thumbs up. And I want you to understand that this pattern is not healthy. You need to stop making this mistake now. And so why don't you give me a stop in the comments? Say stop as a way of saying you are not going to keep doing this again and again and again. Eat less, exercise more. We're going to learn how we can lose weight and keep it off and get the results that we need. Okay. So you want to hear about the solution? Okay. So the solution is, there's several points I want to talk about. And so number 1, you need to eat more food. Okay. You need to eat more food. I know that's not what you would hear someone say who is trying to help you to lose weight, but that is so counter what you would think, but you do. You need to eat more food. You need to eat the right foods and you need to create a deficit, but not as extreme as you are creating when you over restrict. So first, you need to eat more food. You need to secondly, eat more of quality foods. And third, you do not want to eliminate carbs the way the media has led you to think you need to eliminate them. Carbs are helpful and necessary for your energy source, and good carbs are really helpful. And so if you are stuck, it is likely you are over restricting, over exercising, and your body is fighting you. And so again, I'm just telling you, it's not going to work, especially, it's particularly for middle-aged women who are going through the changes of middle age. Okay. Lawanda, yes, eat more healthy foods and create a deficit, but not an extreme deficit. It needs to be a smaller deficit. Number two, right solution to this problem. Don't do cardio only. Cardio only is not going to get you the results that you need. Okay, we need to get a balanced exercise program, and cardio only is a mindset of the past. This has been taught, like where we just, go hit the treadmill or the elliptical, and cardio only. And I'll have different trainings on that where we talk about why you need strength training to adapt to the changes of the aging body. Okay. Don't do cardio. Yes, I like it, Luanda. I love that, seeing your notes popping up. Number three, you need to look for a comprehensive approach to your weight loss. A lot of you talk to me, and I'm going to go back to my client who I mentioned earlier and tell you the rest of that story in a second. You want to have a comprehensive approach, approach that is going to help look at you mind, body, and spirit, because a approach that is only teaching you about movement and food is not going to give you long-term results. We need a program that is going to look at us as whole people, mind, body, and spirit, and make sure that our comprehensive person, spiritually, physically, mentally, are being transformed to give us lasting weight loss. Janice, thank you for joining us. Number four, you need to look and make sure your plan is adapting to your changing body. And so part of why this system of eat less, exercise more doesn't work is because as middle-aged women, we are going through changes. Our body has different needs than it did when we were younger. And so that system used to work when we were like young and, early 20s up to that point. But it doesn't work anymore because our hormones have changed, our lifestyle has changed, and we need a system that adapts to our changing bodies. And then we need a system, you need a plan that will restore balance, balance to your food, balance to your nutrition, balance to your mind, balance to your body and your spirit. And so we don't want to, as you've heard me say, we don't want to go on diets. We want a lifestyle that will give us results that will last and not go away. Another solution, you want to stop looking for quick fix solutions. Okay. Yes, it used to work, Chris says, but when she hit her 50s, it did not work anymore. And so we want to look for solutions that last. And so if you are still looking for quick fixes, then you are not going to get the lasting results. And I know many of you want lasting solutions, but you are still looking for quick fixes. Those two don't go together. Okay. Thank you, Gina. Yep. So true. So quick fix solutions do not give you lasting results. Can you put that? Quick fix solutions do not never give you lasting results. So please stop trying to fix your 20-year weight loss problem with a quick fix solution. It doesn't work. It'll give you a short result, but remember, the backfiring of that is not going to be well. And I talk about that in one of my first training in how to get how to lose weight and keep it off forever. So go back and listen to that training. And last solution to this problem is work on your mindset. This is huge. I'm going to go back to my client that I mentioned earlier, who is really struggling to change her exercise more and eat less, to the point that we're really hitting some friction. And every time we talk, I bring her back to her mindset. She needs to renew her mind first in debunking this theory, the system that does not work. Thank you, Carol. Quick fix solutions do not give lasting results, all caps. That's right. We have to remember that. Nothing quick has lasting results. But going back, as I said to my client, who I mentioned earlier, the biggest challenge in her life right now, in her getting results, is in her mind. And even that is stressful for her because she just wants to oversimplify it, that if I just eat less, exercise more, it's going to work. And so again, that mindset is not, if you cannot change your mindset, you're likely not going to change your habits. And so you need to start by working on what's in between here in your mind, because that is ultimately what's going to lead to changes in your behavior and create lasting change. So if you still believe deep down inside that you have to cut out your food and move more and cut out and move, and you're not going to get the results that you need. And so the good news is this client is making changes. She is taking steps by faith and moving in the right direction. And I believe she is going to make a full turnaround. Now, it is not easy. Yes, Debbie, change your mindset to change your habits. Exactly. It is not easy to change your mindset, but I always take you back to God's word, because we as Christians are called to renew our minds. And that is all of repentance, right? It's a turning, it's a change of mind, it's a change of heart. And so when it comes to our health and wellness, it's no different. We have to change our thinking, our stinking thinking. We have to change it in order for our habits to change. So if you're looking for quick fix solutions, if you're still believing the lie that eat less, exercise more is going to help you win the battle, you are going to be stuck. And I'm here to tell you, nobody wants to be stuck. I was stuck. I don't want to stay stuck. And that way of thinking is not going to help. And so I just wanted to come to you today and encourage you to stop the system that doesn't work, okay? And if you are trying this system now, you need to stop, because it is not going to work. It will work less and it will make change harder. And so make sure you are making the changes and looking for the solutions. And if you need help with losing weight, please feel free to reach out. Again, if you are watching this live in the podcast and you are not part of our community, I want to invite you to join us at www.facebook.com/groups/faith-based weight loss for women, number 4. Invite your friends to the podcast, invite them to the community. We are a faith-based community that want to help transform our mind, bodies, and spirit and get lasting results. And so today, if you're still trying this system, please stop. And if you need help, please reach out. And thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you again next week.